Let me know when you can hear me. 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 Something's going on with this light. Ugh. There. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Messing with that light. Hello, Delia. Let me know when you can hear me, guys. Can see and hear me. Okay. Hello, everybody. Ooh, it's been a busy day. Mark had his surgery today, and he had all the lower teeth on one side pulled and that last front tooth that was hurting him so bad. So needless to say, he's passed out in the recliner. We just got home about an hour ago. And sorry about the time thing. That wasn't me. I had scheduled all my lives for 6 o'clock. Then when we went to come on Saturday, it said 5 o'clock. All of them said 5 o'clock. I have no idea why. So I switched them all to 6. And then I go to come on tonight, and they all say 7 o'clock. So I switched them all back to 6. So you guys know I'm always here at 6 o'clock, no matter what live it is and all that. I don't know. It's a YouTube thing or a StreamYard thing or something. And I didn't do it. They did. I had to switch. That's the third time I switched it. So I have no clue, man. None whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Let me see. What do I got to tell you? Members Live is the 23rd. I always remind you on all the lives, so in case you didn't write it down or whatever, and you're a member or not a member, it doesn't matter. 6 p.m. That's on a Tuesday, the 23rd. And then don't forget, we're having our Christmas party on the 25th, which is actually Christmas. So if you're not doing anything with your family or whatever, and you're just chilling out, we will be here. Yeah, so Mark had his surgery today. Went a lot better than last time. They still didn't knock him out, but they did numb him, and it went a lot better than last time. And he's got to go back in 2 weeks and have the other one half done on the bottom or top, whichever they do first. And yeah, so he's in there snoozing. He is in a lot of pain. So anyways, yeah, so I'm on my own tonight, and Kirsten is driving. So Diane Major is going to be keeping track of super chats, gifted memberships, any of that kind of stuff. She's going to write a list for me so I can have it in the book for Saturday, because anything you do on Thursday rolls over into Saturday, and we put it on Saturday's list, which of course in turn goes towards the monthly giveaway and the ticket giveaway the next night, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so any of that stuff, Diana's got it tonight. Let's see. Oh my gosh, the entries. You guys, what is the date? It is the 11th. We've got over 600 entries. I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, thank you. You guys, man, I honestly don't know what to say. Thank you so very much. I try to make yay for Christmas Day. Okay, cool. I didn't know if anybody would be here, but we'll be here. And if you can come, you can come. If you can't, you can't. You know, it's a family day. So we will be here on Christmas Day or Christmas evening. It'll be 6 p.m. So evening. Anyways, yeah, 601 hypes or enter me's and a whole bunch of hypes. You know, you guys let me know when you hype, because I have no way of checking it, or if there's a way, I don't know it. Nobody's told me. So thank you so much. Oh my gosh, man, it's made the watch hours go up, which that was our whole plan, was to get the watch hours and the views to go up, you know, because if you don't stay steady with it or whatever, you know, you got to have so many or you get demonetized and all that kind of stuff. So this is helping out a whole lot. And I just want to say thank you so much. 601, and it's only the 11th. And we're not calling the winner till the 31st. I mean, it's amazing. I'm having a hard time keeping up, to be honest with you. Write them in the book, man. 601 I've written down in 11 days. Yeah, it's been a lot, guys. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. And so does Mark. we appreciate it so much. We can't even believe that you guys are going to this extent. So we appreciate it. If you don't know what Enter Me is, I better tell you. If you don't know what Enter Me is, you go back, you watch older videos, at least a month or older. You watch the video from beginning to end and leave a comment in regards to the video. Okay, so I know that you watched it. And then you type in the word enter or enter me. And then I write you in a book. I go through the comments every day. And sometimes there's so many that I can't respond back all the time. I try. But and then I write them in a book, and at the last day of the month, we pick the winner. And there is a video out there of what you would win for the Enter Me giveaway for December. So I just want to, you don't have to write mine down, D. Oh, geez, Beth. You've been incredible. My gosh, that woman has watched more videos than anybody ever, I think. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you so much, everybody. And of course, I'm going to write it down, Beth. Come on now. Anyways, let's see what else I got to tell you. Oh, we're going to do a D right over to Diane and D. She's going on at 8 p.m. my time. That's Eastern time, 7 Central. So we're going to do a D right over to Diana D tonight. And let's see, I told you about Diane Major's taking the list. The Enter Me's just blew me away. Wow. It's wow. That's all I can say. I got more undyed yarn today. I took the money from the fingerling sale and I bought more fingerling weight for January. So now I've got fingerling weight, DK weight, and worsted for January. Just to give you guys a heads up that I got all 3 sizes. I didn't buy any sport weight, but I bought fingerling, DK, and worsted. And so just to give you a heads up on that, and it'll be the first Thursday in January, you know. Let's see. Man, we've been doing so much lately. I don't know if you guys seen my video on the mandalas. As a matter of fact, they're sitting right here. Mandalas I've been making for my granddaughters and the blankets and all that. I haven't sitting around because I had nothing to talk about. So I figured, you know, if you guys want to see them, I'll show them to you. Oh, Kirsten's back. Okay. Yeah, she was driving. She goes, I am driving in a storm. It's horrible out here. I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I called Diane, and Diane was like, yeah, of course I'll do it. You know, so she's writing down super chats and all that kind of stuff. So thank you, mods. You guys rock, man. I don't know what I'd do without you. Let me get up to the top because I want to say hello to everybody. Let's see. The first one is Zoila. Zoila, my girl. Thumbs up on your way in, please. She said, thank you, Zoila. Rebecca Hutzler, another one of my Enter Me people. Wow. Just wow. And Mimi Tammy. Yep. Yeah, Mark will be okay. He's just, he's in pain. And, it takes a couple of days and then he starts feeling human again. So, and thank you, Diane, for the call. I had no idea that they switched it to 5 o'clock or I don't know what time it was. 7 o'clock. First, I put 6 and it switched to 5. Then I put 6 and it switched to 7. So I don't know, whatever time it was. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that so much. I love my mods. They're so awesome. Oh, there she is telling everybody I'm fixing it. Cool. Thanks, Diane. Lois, hello, Lois. Another one of my Enter Me folks. Mama Wench, Marianne, good evening, Dee and Mark and all of my yarny friends. Well, hello to you. Let's see. There's Kirsten, my girl. Hello, Kirsten. And Diana D is here. We're doing a raid. If you didn't hear that, we're doing a D raid over to Diana D. And I hope everybody's getting their mail. You guys should be getting it. It went out on Monday. Today's Thursday. So you should maybe you start getting the mail. Morgan Mandy. Hello, Mandy. My voice, of course. I've been talking to doctors and stuff all day. Yarn Barf, my girl. Diane Major, my girl. Oh, my girls. And Noel. I'm going to Keep pushing that, Noel. I just love that so much. I use it every single day because when because I'm always drinking soda and I always have ice in it and it's cold. And so when I grab the glass, it makes my hand cold. So I've been using this and then I can grab it and, it's nice and warm and I love it so much and it's Jack. So, and Noel made that for me and Mark. Me and Mark switch back and forth all the time. Get a little sip there. Let's see who else is here. Yeah, we're supposed to get snow again. It's been snowing off. Oh, you're not driving anymore? Okay. It's been snowing off and on like crazy here. And then it rained yesterday. It was supposed to snow. And it rained, which put a sheet of ice over everything. This weather has been nuts. We haven't had a winter like this here in a long time. And I think it's we're going to get some butt deep snow. That's what I think. Let's see. Who else did I say hello to? Talia, my girl. Hello, hello, my special mama, Deanne Mark. Unfortunately, I'll have to be listening and lurking today, dealing with my mom's car troubles. Oh, no. Have a great live and love you both. Love you too, Talia. Hope you get the car fixed. My goodness. It's not one thing, it's another, right? Especially at Christmas time. Oh, everything's just, seems like everything, you have to spend money on Christmas, usually. And then something always breaks down. It's like, it's just, that's what happens. Hi, Easy Bonnie. Hello, hello. Let's see, let Mandy Longbine. Hello, Mandy. BT Redneck is here. Magic Frog Crochet. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's see. Denise Zamora. Hello, Dean, everyone in the chat. Well, hello to you, too. And Magic Frog saying hello to everybody. Let's see. I'm not kidding when I tell you my vision's gone. I think something's going on with my vision. I think I need new glasses. Denise Lee. Hello, hello. Let's see who else is in here. Everybody's saying hello to one another. Granny D. Howdy. I love doing that. My grandpa used to say howdy all the time. Blanket howdy to all, not watching the chat, working on stuff. Well, you go right ahead. We love our lurkers. Heidi B, hello, hello. Abby Normal Janet Dixon is here. Let's see. You're lurking and working, Jennifer Redgate. Well, that's quite all right. We love our lurkers. And hello to you, and we're doing okay. Mark's knocked out. He came home and sat there for a minute and he looked terrible. I said, just go lay down. So he went and laid in his recliner for a little while, and then he got up and went and laid on the couch. So he's knocked out. Oh, you had yours out about 15 months ago, VT? Yeah, he's in a lot of pain, that's for sure. I'm glad they took that one front tooth out, though, because they removed everything like from right in the middle over on the front. And when they did that, they did something to the tooth right next to it. And every time any kind of cold air or, Mark drank some water and it was a little more than room temperature, he'd be like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I told him today when we were going there, I said, you tell them to remove that front tooth. I know they're only working on the bottom, but you tell them that one's making you in pain. And he did. He had them take it. Can't wait till this is over with, because that dentist, any dentist, gives Mark anxiety like you wouldn't believe for days. He can't sleep. I mean, it really bothers him. And I'll be glad when this is done so he can just get the dentures and get it over with. So, Kim G, hello, hello. Flowers, Tammy, hello. I wish they didn't do the handles because I have to think about it as I'm reading flower. Oh, yeah, Flowers, Tammy. Hello, Flower Tammy. Glad you're here. Lisa T, hello, hello. Alley Cat Crochets. Hello. Teresa Richardson's here. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Don't forget your thummies. My sinuses are starting to feel a little better, but if I talk a lot, my throat goes wacko, and I've done a lot of talking today, so it's like after the live, I'm quiet because my voice needs the rest. I'm quiet. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Never expected and always appreciated, So cool. Everybody's saying hello to everybody. Let's get down in here. Sandy Dandy, hello, hello, hello. Don't have to write me down, D. Okay, I already read that once, Beth. And if you're watching the videos, I'm writing you down. It's as simple as that. Hugs to all. I'm in the hugging mood at the moment. Well, we'll take all the hugs we can get. That's for sure, Magic Rock. Queen's Crafts by Bridget is here. Hello, Bridget. Let's see. Sherry Robinson. Hello, D, Mark, and everyone in the chat. Hello to you, girlfriend. Glad you came. Let's see. Sherry's saying hello. There's Nalana Nana Banana. Sorry I'm late. Hello, D. How's Mark? Mark is feeling very sore and very tired, and he's laying down. But he'll be okay. This time wasn't as bad as last time. Oh, man, he was in so much pain. This time it's not as bad, so. But we will definitely take all the love, light, good vibes, and prayers we can get him healed up. Yeah, you can only watch a video 3 times for it to count for the hours, Kirsten is saying. So all you have to do is clear your watch history, and you can go back and watch it again. And then it counts towards the views, and it counts towards watch hours. And obviously, the best way to get watch hours, more time, is if people watch the lives again, which I don't know if that's, something you want to do or not, but. Okay, let me see. Chris Whitaker, hello, hello. Oh, yeah, I can see you, Diane. Diane Major said, I don't think anyone sees me, D. Can you guys see Diane Major? Major Mod, can you see her? You've been a member for 1 month, Rebecca. You rock. Thank you so much. D Yummy, hello. Hi, D Mark and everyone in the chat. I'll be lurking while doing some of my work. Hey, most people are busting butt right now for Christmas, either at work or on projects or something. So, yeah, we love our lurkers. That's quite all right. Infinitely Zero NASA. D, sorry I'm late. Just finished working. Yeah, you told me that in the chat. We were talking beforehand, and she told me she might be a little late because she was working. Thanks, Bridget. Fabulous Empty Nest. Hello, first time from beautiful Northern California. My name is Angie from the Fabulous Empty Nest. So good for you, Angie. We're a bunch of empty nesters. Well, a lot of us are anyway. Well, welcome in. So glad to see you. Let's see. Oh, no problem. Diana D has Karma tonight, everyone. And she said, you were on the TBD listening but can't chat for a few. It was so cute. She held the phone so I could see Karma. And she was fussing, you know how babies do. And she's fussing. And I go, hey, Karma, baby, what you doing, pretty girl? And she smiled real big. Oh, I just warmed my heart. She's so cute. Hi, Karma. Can you see me? Thank you, Rebecca. My goodness. Dan Wiggeroth, how are you? I don't think I've seen you for a minute. How you been? Jeanette, hello, hello. Let's see, Cynthia Bailey is here. Prayers for Mark. Thank you very much. Yeah, he's definitely not feeling himself today. Oh, Diane Major won on something. On Maureen's. You won on Maureen's, Diane Major. Congratulations. Hi, Jeanette. If I didn't say hello, I thought I did. But hello, Jeanette. Good to see you. Let's see. Abby Normal Janet Dixon, thank you so much. Kind of freaked out thinking I've been watching videos for people and then it might not even count for them. Yeah, if you watched them more than 3 times, that's the thing. And like if you're like me, like you'll go back and watch something and watch it again. And you know, I don't know. So I just clear my history so they get their watch time. Rebecca got her package yesterday. Oh, awesome. And Mark's hats are beautiful. I'll let him know you said that, Rebecca. He really likes making the hats, and he likes how excited everybody gets about him too. You know, like I got a couple emails, I don't know, a couple weeks ago, and I said, hey, Mark, I said, people are starting to email me. Are you making hats this year or not? Oh, yeah. I said, they're getting excited about your hats. You need to make hats. So he just started kicking them out, you know. I think he takes great pride in that, and that makes me proud of him, you know. Hi, Marie. Marie Simpson is here. Magic Frog. I'll never get snow. I'm trying to accept it, dang it. Don't complain, girlfriend. Don't complain, my friend. Believe me. Gabe loves crochet. Hello. And Diana Crane is here. How are you, my friend? She's been with me forever. Honestly, her and Karen Mitchell and there's a couple, actually. I shouldn't mention names because if I forget anybody, I'll hurt somebody's feelings. But they've been with me since the very first video I did. And I appreciate that so much. You received your yarn last night. Love it. Single hank of wine and roses and 4 hanks of miles from nowhere. Fabulous. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Sandy Dandy. And I'm glad you got it. It's always nice to hear when you guys get it because Postal Service makes me nervous. Pay so much money, you know, to send stuff, and then it comes in the bags beat up. That's why Mark just tapes the crap out of them, and it gets beat up. And I even had one lady get an empty bag. I can't remember who it was, but they sent me a picture, ripped open with an apology and everything, gone, just gone. I resent her, you know, stuff, but yeah, that happens. Hi, Jerry. Glad you're here, girlfriend. Let's see. Yes. Best Stanton says, hello, first time, Angie. Welcome in. I know. I love it when it's somebody's first time, you know, because then they get to see that how loving this community is, you know. I know. I'm very proud of you guys. You know, I am. I'm very proud of you guys. I got the best mods. I got the best mods anywhere. I don't care. I will argue on my high heels. I have got the best mods. I have got the best community. You guys are like family to me. Like for real. You guys know, when I was going through my hard times, when I had all the deaths in my family and all that, you guys were here for me. And I honestly don't think I could have made it through without you. And I'm not just saying that. I mean, legit. Like you guys cheered me up when I wasn't feeling like anybody could cheer me up. You guys cheered me up and made me smile and make me feel cared about and all those kinds of things. You guys just mean the world to me. Like for real. Jen Reeves, how are you? You'll be lurking. That's quite all right. We love our lurkers. Magic, not Maggie. Sandy. Yeah, don't you love autocorrect? It's awesome. What does Paula call it? Auto cucumber or something? Missy SJ, hello. Great to see everyone tonight. I hope you're all doing well, working on something wonderful. I'm painting the Price House. Oh, cool. That Price House is cool. When it fell over the other night, I seen your face like, oh my gosh, you know, like, what am I going to do? Yeah, hooked on her skirt and the whole thing fell. That house with all the drawers in it. She's got like it's almost like an advent. And if you go onto Bridget's channel, you see what I'm talking about. And in each one is a note, and it says what kind of prize. And her skirt hooked on it the other night. The whole thing went falling down. I was like, oh no. That's the kind of stuff that happens to me all the time. So now you're painting it. Can't wait to see what it looks like. Thank you, Jennifer. I will, definitely. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. Susan Lawless, hello, hello. Jessica Johnson, hello. So glad you guys came tonight. It's been a long day, and I feel like all I've done is talk to doctors all day. I want to talk to people. Rachel King, hello, hello. Beverly Fowler, hello. Thank you, Rebecca. Let's see. Kim G, hello. She says, hello, friends. Cynthia Bailey, thank you so much. Rosie Diva, hello, hello. Everybody's saying hello to Bridget. Let's see. Pause Heidi, hello. Ellie's Yarny Crafts and More. Is that right? Ellie's Yarny Crafts and More. Yes, it is. Hello, Ellie. I got it right without reading because I can't see very well. Hello, Kendra. You're tired tonight. You're going to be lurking. That's quite all right. We love our lurkers. Diana Crane, my phone is acting up. I'm watching on TV. TV oven and one heater went out, so that's 3. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Was it an electrical problem or what's going on, man? Denise Lee, thank you so much. I hope that helps that you're back on your feet soon, Mimi. Yes, me too. Yes, you're all in my prayers for sure. Let's see. Yarn Barf, I'm trying to make an amigurumi cat. Well, you did wonderful on my chicken. See my chicken with the peace sign that Yarn Barf made me. You did wonderful on the chicken. You got this, girlfriend. Okay, let me see. I'm going to zoom a little bit. Jay Blue-Eyed Lady, hello, hello. I'm reading everything. Everybody's saying hello. Jay Blue-Eyed Lady, prayers for Mark. Thank you, Marie. We'll take all we can get, that's for sure. Oh, no, it took you an hour and a half. What a mess, Kirsten, huh? Navy Mama Wanda, hello, hello. And Chance and Cindy. Oh, you got your hats and your yarn? Awesome. I'm glad you like them. Where do you clear your history? Kirsten, could you explain that, how to clear history? You know me and technology. I know when I'm doing it. And that's, just to like have it off the top of my head. No. I know when I'm doing it. Michelle Plays Hooky. Hello, hello. Let's see. I just got my iron, just opened it, and the hat. Oh, good, Jerry. You like it? I hope you like it. I hope everything come out okay and they didn't beat it up. Like I said, Postal Service pay $1 million and they beat up everything you send out. Irritates me so bad. You know what's really weird too is like pirate ship. They give you options, like this is your cheapest option and blah, blah, blah. Well, I've told you guys before, we don't have we live in the sticks and we don't have a post office. We have to go to the next town over. And that postal lady takes care of 5 other little towns around us. So she can't take packages. So we have to go to the post office and that's, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour away. We have no UPS, no FedEx, nothing like that. We used to have a CVS in town that you could drop off FedEx, but they don't take anything anymore. So we have to go way out, like a 45-minute drive to get to UPS. Okay, so now that you know all that. So here I am on pirate ship doing packages, and every single one UPS is cheaper. Have you guys ever heard? the postal service, USPS, the postal service, has always been cheaper than UPS. Ups, I call it. And for some reason, UPS is cheaper. So I told Mark, I said, just by 5 cents here, 3 cents there, whatever. But if you're doing a lot of packages like we do, that adds up to a few bucks. So I said, Mark, I said, do you feel like driving all the way to UPS? Because every package I've looked at, it's saying UPS is cheaper. Who the fuck that, right? And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, if all of them, so most of them are coming UPS, just so you know. We had one bag that was USPS, but everything else is coming UPS. But I thought that was weird that UPS was cheaper than the Postal Service. Who would have thought? 21 months. Michelle plays hooky. Blessings to you as well. Wow. You're almost hitting that 2-year mark, girl. Let's see. Okay, I know I'm missing everything. And if I miss anybody, it's not intentional. Hi, Jen Snow. Hello, beautiful people. And yes, I mean everyone. I was watching your video and telling you to put your arm down, and it was in a sling if you couldn't control yourself, Nessa. Oh. Thank you, Noel. Do you do the same for all of us? Thank you so much. Like I said, I appreciate you guys more than anything. I'm good. Mary Hain. Hello, Mary Hain. I'm zooming because Mima D Crochets. Hello. Because I want to get down here, and Missy SJ, thank you. My happy place. Lynn Moore. Hello. You guys are definitely my happy place, I'll tell you. And I seriously mean that. You guys have helped me through some of the toughest times I've ever went through in my life. And I will always hold that dear to my heart. Yeah. See, Cynthia said, I've seen that my package from you is coming UPS. Weird, huh? UPS is cheaper than the Postal Service? I don't know about you guys. I've been doing pirate ship a long time, and it's never been like that. All of a sudden, UPS is cheaper. Really weird. Okay. Excuse me. What am I going to show you guys? Well, I can show you a couple things that I showed in the video in case you guys hadn't watched it. I finished all my family are Detroit Lions football fans, and my son's company actually sponsors the Detroit Lions. And so everybody is Lion crazy in my family. And so for Christmas this year, I'm making everybody Lions blankets. And this is, let me get it right. This is the Lions colors, the gray, white, and blue. And then I bought these patches. Where'd it go? There it is. These patches off of Amazon. And I put it in the middle square. I have a bunch of different ones. But anyways, these are the blankets that I was making for my family because they all went lion crazy. And Mark made a bunch of lion hats too, and we bought smaller patches, and I didn't bring none of those in here, but and we iron those on. Now, I was going to tell you guys, if you decide you want to do that, be careful with your iron because it will melt the yarn, right? Mark has this little iron that he used. Mark builds remote control airplanes. And he seals it with this iron, like seals the plastic over the wings, the like cellophane, I guess is the way. Oh, thank you, Yarn Barf. You're my favorite redhead if you're wearing your Timmy wig. Anyways, he seals the plastic on the wings or the cellophane like stuff. I don't know what to call it. On the wings with this little iron. So I tried it with my big iron, and it was kind of hard, especially on the little patches on the hats. I was like, I'm afraid I'm going to burn the yarn. I need it just to touch the patch. And so he brought his little iron for his airplanes in, and we used that, and it worked perfectly. But if you have a small iron, or if you could, maybe a heat gun might even work. Heat the sticky side and then put it down and then heat it again. I think that would work. Yeah, we ended up with ironing the patches on. I tried to sew them, but they're very thick. especially with that, gummy stuff on the back of them. And I couldn't get I don't know, my hands are weak. I'm an old lady. So I tried to get the needle through and I couldn't get the needle through. And then me and Mark talked about punching holes, like, with my leather, I do leather work. And so I have all the hole punchers and all that. And I thought about that, but some of those patches, especially on the hats, are really small. And if I punched the holes all the way around so I could sew it down, it would take away from the patch itself. So I couldn't figure out what to do. Then I thought, well, what about E6000? Or, some people had given me some suggestions. I forget what it was called. And I was going to buy some of that. Mark goes, let me try my iron first. So we did it on a hat. So that way, if it got ruined, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I wasn't going to do it on a blanket first. And so we did it on the hat. Thank you guys so much for the super chats and that. That's awesome. Hi, Cindy Lulu. No, you guys can love your own football teams. It's fine. We're just Lions people here because we're in Michigan. But anyways, yeah, and that little iron works. So if you have like one of those little smaller irons, that's a good way to do it. But yeah, I think that patch idea was a good idea now that we figured out how to put them on there. But people were talking about fabric glue. That might also work. I didn't try it. I was going to order some because I can't find it. I know my mom had a whole bunch, and I went through all the drawers of the sewing machine table and everything, and I couldn't find it. And then that's when Mark decided to do that. He's like, don't spend the money. Let me see if I can get the iron. If it'll work, we'll try it on a hat, whatever. And when it worked. But I think like fabric glue might work, or a heat gun or something like that. Wow, we have a bright red star for Christmas next to the name this month. Oh, I don't know what that means. Travel iron. There you go. Beth Stanton says a travel iron does great. Yep. So if you want to make, football team, baseball team, because I'm also making one for the Detroit Tigers. That one's not finished yet. I was working on that one. Mark was in the surgery today. So that one's not done yet. But when I get it done, I will show you guys. My beautiful fellow chatters. It's the first time I ever heard it put that way, Cindy Lulu. Oh, Cindy Lulu, Nightbutt says no more than 10 emojis. Okay, girlfriend, you're going to get grounded. You're going to get in trouble. Oh. Carmen is fed and cleaned up. There you go, Diana. She's so doggone cute. And she was smiling when I was on the phone. That just warmed my heart so much. She's so cute. And like I'm talking to her, my voice is very distinct. I'm talking to her and she keeps looking up at Diana's TV. Diana goes, she's used to seeing you on the TV instead of the phone. But then when I got her attention on the phone, she was smiling at me. She was so cute. Cooking dinner and listening. That is quite all right, Ellie. You go right ahead and cook dinner. Mark's not going to be eating too much tonight, so I'll probably just make myself a sandwich. That'll be my dinner for tonight. Okay, so I showed you the blanket, and okay, here I got these real handy. I'm making these macrame Christmas trees. I'm making a whole bunch of them. But these are the macrame Christmas trees. And some of them I put beads on, another I just did the knots. But I don't know if you guys can see them real good, but yeah. I'm doing some macrame, a little bit more crocheting. And I did, oh, that was awesome. And I did this mandala doily. And I got everything tangled up. Good job, Dee. I'll untangle it after. What did I do here? There we go. Anyways, basically what I did with this wooden bead thing, got at the Dollar Tree, okay? And I just made a doily, and then I went like this around with the yarn and hung some tassels down, threw some beads on. Done. So you can make a doily with a little tiny ball of yarn and attach it to one of these and give somebody a cool Christmas present. And like I said, I put these little wood beads on here and stuff. But this has been jumbled around a little bit, so I'm going to have to straighten it out before I do anything with it. Oh, also, too, I'm working on Diana D. Whoops. Everything's falling. I better show you this so I can set them on the floor. Okay, let's see. All right, so I made a bunch of mandalas for my granddaughters. Hold on, I'm getting them hung up. Okay, I showed this in my video, but I thought I would show you guys again. But these are the mandalas that I made. This is done in browns and burnt oranges because that's this particular granddaughter's favorite colors. And then I, made a hanger and put tassels on them. This one's black, and, to go with the mandala. And then this granddaughter likes pinks and reds. Yep, this is the granddaughter likes pinks and reds. And I put this heart in the center. This is actually a repurposed a necklace from junk jewelry. And then I put tassels around, but she likes pinks and red. And I always put black in there to highlight, the points and things like that. So that one's pinks and reds. And then this one is my one granddaughter that likes pinks and black. So this is pinks and black. And this is an old brooch that it's got rhinestones in it, kind of pinkish colored rhinestones. And this is for my granddaughter that likes pinks and blacks. This one is for my granddaughter that likes purples, pinks, and greens. 3 colors she likes. And then I beaded the tassels on this one. I made them all a little different. But all you need for this is I used barbecue skewers. These ones were the bigger ones. I used, those bamboo sticks you stick in your garden to clamp your plants onto. That's what these were, and they were like this tall, and I just cut them in half. And all you need is 4 sticks, and this is for my granddaughter that likes pinks and greens. So anyways, yep, that's all the mandalas for the granddaughters, the older granddaughters. And all you need is sticks. That's cotton yarn. Usually I make my own tassels, but I had bought a bunch to put on Christmas ornaments, so I had extras. So, from Temu, you get a big bag for like $4 or whatever. And so I used those and a little bit of beads and an old brooch, an old pendant, whatever, to glue in the center. And I'm actually going to do a tutorial on those. And of course, that'll be on my other channel. If you guys remember, I started a craft channel. Now I haven't put much up there since I did the macrame keychains, because I've been, crazy busy and whatever. And I figured after the first of the year, I'll really pick up on it. But I'll be putting a tutorial out, but I'm going to do a much smaller version, because the larger version would be hard for me to move it around and stuff with the camera right here. So I'm going to do a much smaller version of it. And if you want to learn how to do it, just get some barbecued skewers and some yarn, and we'll make them. Yeah, I'll be doing that one probably sometime this week. I'm hoping over the next week, I'll have that tutorial done. My other channel, by the way, is called Dee's Creative DIY Crafts. If you're not subscribed, please go over there and subscribe. Like I said, I haven't put anything up since I put the keychains up. But I made the other channel just because of the algorithm thing. Me and Mama G were talking. She was talking about how when you do things that aren't related to crochet, that it doesn't know YouTube doesn't know what to do with it, or the AI or whatever that takes care of YouTube. I don't understand all this stuff, but she said it doesn't know what to do with that video because it isn't related to crochet. So that's why I started the other channel. And I'm not doing lives on there right now. I'm not doing giveaways and stuff like that over there. I'm just putting little tutorials up on little projects and things like that that I do, you know, all the different things I make for you guys, like the bracelets and the, you know, the stitch markers and the book markers and things like that. I'm just sticking those kind of tutorials over there so that it doesn't take away from my crochet channel. And, you know, if you're looking to figure out how I did, you know, stitch markers or whatever, you can go over there and watch it. So, yeah, so it's called Dee's Creative DIY Crafts. And that's where I'll be putting the mandala. I don't know, I might be able to get away with it on this channel too because I use yarn to do it. What do you guys think? You think it'll mess me up? Yeah, they are also considered God's eyes. Yep. God's eyes are mandalas. It's one and the same thing. Hey, smiley lady. Hello, hello. Yep. God's eyes and mandalas are the same. And, you know, there's, I don't know what the difference is, but they are the same thing. Oh, you'd like to make a fan? Like this one here. Mama G gave me this fan a long time ago. Hold on, let me see. That's when she gave this to me years ago. And I still have it. Isn't it pretty? Yep. I always have it sitting right there in case I need it. I used to carry one in my purse in case I need it when it's hot outside in the summer. And yep. So anyways, yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I'm right as we speak, I'm working on Christmas trees. I'm doing these macrame Christmas trees because I want to make a bunch to give out at the Christmas party. And then the other thing I'm working on is Diana D and Paula Mint had a crochet along kind of thing of I forget what it was called, the Color Block sweater by MJ. Oh, I can't remember what it was. MJ Off the Hook. That's it. MJ Off the Hook. My brain, man. Anyways, I decided to do mine all in puzzle, but I haven't been able to work on it very much because of Christmas, obviously. But I did want to show you guys how far I have gotten. I've got one sleeve on. There's my one sleeve. And I got the bottom trim on. But I've never put a hood on. I was just telling Diana earlier, I have never put a hood on a sweater in my life. And so this is going to be a first because I'm not big on hoods. But this is what it looks like so far. And so far I've used, I believe, 4 skeins of puzzle. So I'm guessing sleeves, hoodie, pockets, and the front trim. Probably take another 2. So I'm going to say that this is about 6 skeins of puzzle yarn. And Yarnspirations just had it on sale, by the way. I don't know if it's still on sale, but it's a nice length. You know, it goes past my knees. That's all I can tell you. It goes past my knees. So this will be a nice warm sweater. And I didn't get to do it in the crochet along because of Christmas gifts. So I'm running a little late with it. But they're starting a friendship squares blanket again. If you guys know what that is, everybody makes so many squares. Diana can tell you on the live or whatever. And we're going to do a D-raid as soon as we're done. But anyways, everybody makes squares. You keep one for yourself and you send the rest to Diana and Paula. And then what happens from there is everybody that sends one in gets one of each of the other people sent to them. And then you take all these squares that were made by different people. That's why it's called the friendship blanket. And you put them together. I wish I had mine here from last year. It's in the other room. But anyways, and, she has a little tag on them. It tells you who made them and stuff. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like a little hug from all your friends, It's kind of neat. And, yeah, they're doing that. Paula's group are making hooded block cardigans. That's what it's called, a hooded block cardigan. And then they're getting ready to do this friendship thing. Now, it's not, it's not something you got to do right away. I mean, it's not even due until the end of January, end of February, something like that. Jet One, hello. Yep, she's going on. Yep, Diana and Paula do one in the afternoon on Thursday, and then I believe just Diana does the one in the evening, and she goes on right after us. So, or me tonight, just me. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I've been working on. I've been working on that cardigan, and I'm still working on a tiger's blanket. I've got my lion's blankets done. Mark's. We're waiting for more yarn to come from Hirschner's. Like, I need more yarn, but we have to have that specific color for the lions for him to finish the hats. And I got my mandalas done. I'm still working on Christmas trees. So we're still in the midst of it, but in between all of that, I can sit and crochet a little bit on my sweater. So that's what's going on. With macrame, you've got to have a board, like a cork board, or even a blocking board is good, and some T-pins, and you pin it down, and you tie the knots. So you have to have room for that. Not all the time when you're sitting do you have room for a board and whatever. And so when I can't do the macrame Christmas trees, I'm working on the sweater. When I can't do that, like today, I was making some just regular granny squares for the Detroit Tigers baseball team blanket that I'm making. I took that with me to the hospital so I could sit there and just make granny squares while he was in surgery instead of staring at they're still soap operas. Did you guys know that? I did not know that. And the TV in the waiting room was soap operas. I didn't even know there was still. I don't watch TV, so I didn't know soap operas were still around. Yeah, soap operas are still around. Yep, there we go. Zoila dropped the link to do the raid over to Diana D's. And Diana D goes live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 Central Time. So right after us, you can go get a drink, kick your feet up, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let me see. Is there anything else I wanted to show you guys? I don't know if I showed you guys these. I think I might have put a couple in giveaways. Got them in Temu. Just a whole bunch of nutcrackers. And you guys know I love nutcrackers. Christmas ornaments that I'll be putting in the giveaways. I think they're super cute. As a matter of fact, we'll put one in the replay. Okay. Replay giveaway. I said that. Now I should show you. Okay. First of all is a Yarn Art Flowers. And you can see it's pink, grays, and black. Now, Yarn Art Flowers, I used to sell Yarn Art, is 1,093.6 yards. It's 55% cotton and 45% pack. And this is a 250-gram cake. So there's over 1,000 yards, almost 1,100 yards there. So you can make something nice, shawl or something like that. So that's going to be our replay. And then also one of Mark's hats. We got to put Mark's hats in there. So one of Mark's hats, and also one of these nutcracker ornaments. And I signed the back just so you knew it came from me. Okay, so that's going to be our replay. So let's see. What is today's date? Today's date is the 11th. It is Thursday. Keyword. Mimi Tammy, give me a keyword. Give me a keyword for our replay giveaway. I don't mean either, Diane. I haven't watched one for years. I didn't even know they were still around. Health. Okay, so our keyword is health, and that's for this replay giveaway for tonight's prize. And I'll be calling those soon because I've got like 3 or 4 here. And this is the replay giveaway from my video is one of my macrame Christmas trees. So I just wanted to show you that. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I like that one. It's colorful. And it has a ceramic. This is a ceramic bead on the top. These are wood, but this one here is ceramic. So anyways, yeah, I've got, let's see, 3 replays up here now. I usually do it when I've got 5 because then it makes it longer than 3 minutes and they don't throw it up in the shorts area. I hated that. Thank you guys. Hi, Angie. Angie Buhanda. Hello, hello. Thank you, Rebecca. My goodness. Missy SJ, thank you so much. I'm glad you guys like that stuff. But anyways, that'll be the replay giveaway. So when the live is over and you're done watching Diana D or you got a couple minutes in between, get something to drink, go back and make a message with the word health. And that is our replay word for tonight. Let's see, did I show you everything I wanted to show you? So what are you guys working on? Are you done with Christmas? Thank you, Zoila. I told Mark, I said, if I am not creating something, if I'm not doing something, whether it be basket weaving or macrame or crochet, if I'm not making something, I don't know what to do with myself. I literally will walk around like, I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. That's just how my brain works. Oh, hi, Linda. Well, happy Thursday to you. You just got home from work. You're decorating your tree. Michelle Playshooky is decorating her tree. Best Dan's working on blankets. Decorating is not my favorite activity. Mine either. I end up having to move stuff because we can't put our Christmas tree in that end of the house where the dogs are because we always put it in front of a window, right? And they'll knock it over to see, if a UPS truck comes or whatever. And so we can't put it there. So it has to go in our living room. Well, our living room has Mark's desk in it, this ridiculous size TV, and we don't even watch the thing, and it's gigantic. Mark's had it for a long time, and my mama's chairs and, a couch and all, it's China cabinet. I don't even have room for it in there. So I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to have to move my house plant somewhere and put it in my dining room. You guys have probably seen my house in the videos. Yeah, it's like I don't even know where I'm going to put it this year because we rearranged everything. You're making a blanket for your neighbor. That's nice, Rosie. Blankets, and a scarf need more hands. I know, Missy, right? And let's see. Oh, Jerry's not feeling well. Well, prayers for you, Jerry. I hope you feel better. And Kirsten is finishing up a blanket and a transformer. Then I am done except for wrapping everything. Holy Toledo, girl. I'm telling you what, Kirsten is the fastest crocheter I have ever seen in my life. No joke. I mean, literally, we're sitting chatting and she can make 5 amigurumis. And I'm not talking about I'm talking about amigurumis. Like 5 in an hour. Like it's no big deal for her. Yeah. Your cousin Diane will be coming for Christmas. How nice. I'm working ends in on my granny stitch hexie-cardi. Good for you, Sandy. I hate putting the ends in, but when you're doing it, that you're done. You know what I mean? And I missed something Noelle said. Because Diane D says, wow, Noelle, awesome. Did you pick me up some? She must have bought yarn. Noelle, did you go shopping? I don't see it. All right. Well, I missed that comment, I guess. And I'm making a lancet for my dad this year. Oh, that's nice, Denise. And Zoila says something about Kirsten. I don't know what that is. Is that like a link to her YouTube? Are you doing stuff on YouTube now, Kirsten? You don't tell me this stuff? I'm so happy to get rid of the tree. We burn a special log. Oh, yeah, I remember you saying that on your live instead of putting up a tree. Yeah. Denise Zamora's working on a blanket. Hi, Deb Richardson. She's saying hello to everybody. Yeah, but my first had climbed up the Christmas tree during a party I was having. He knocked it down, and my guests were hysterical from laughter. We talk about that party for the next 6 months. Oh, I got a funny story for you. My Uncle Paul, you guys know my cousin Paul. I mentioned him because he had several heart attacks, so he's doing really good now. He's doing a lot better. But anyways, his dad, my Uncle Paul, he was old hippie biker dude, right? Long hair. I mean, his hair went to his butt. His beard was down like ZZ Top. I mean, he was, old hippie biker dude. Loved him to death. He was so kind, such a sweet man. Anyways, he had a pet raccoon, okay? And they were living at my grandma's farm. This was after my grandma passed away and my aunt and uncle moved over there. And I don't know if they ended up getting the house or what. I was younger. And anyways, I went to visit them. And my uncle's sitting in his recliner, and he's got a shirt with a pocket on it. He's got a $20 bill sticking out of his pocket. What for, I don't know, but he had a $20 bill sticking there. So he's sitting back in his recliner, and we're chit-chatting and talking. This raccoon runs and jumps in his lap. And I'm not used to pet raccoons, so I'm like, can I pet him? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, he's not going to bite. No, he's not going to bite you. So I'm petting this raccoon, and he's fussing a little bit, moving around, whatever. All of a sudden, he runs up, grabs that $20 bill out of my uncle's pocket, shreds it. I mean, within seconds, shreds it, takes off running. It is Christmas time when this happens. My uncle gets up, you little, and he's going after the raccoon and shredded the $20 bill. It grabs onto the garland on the Christmas tree and takes off running and spins my aunt's tree around. Ornaments are going everywhere. It falls down. My uncle's running through the house chasing the raccoon. I never laughed so hard in my life. I swear to you, I was crying. I was laughing so hard. But yeah, this raccoon I'm petting, it's all sweet and everything. All of a sudden, it grabs a $20 bill, shreds it into a million pieces, takes off running, grabs a garland, spins the tree around ornaments. So hard. Oh my God, that was hilarious. And my uncle, being the hippie biker that he is, he's cussing and chasing the raccoon. And oh man, I'll never forget that. Yeah, the tree was spinning because it grabbed the garland and it was like this, and ornaments are flying. Oh my gosh. Oh, I laughed so hard I cried that night. That was hilarious. My uncle's like, that's it. I'm done with that raccoon. He's telling my cousin Paul, you catch it. I got to be careful what I say. You catch that thing and get it outside. Outside. He's not coming in this house no more. I'm like, you can't throw it out in the middle of winter when it's used to being in the house. Oh, yes, I can. That was it for the raccoon. They were no longer friends. Ripped a $20 bill into shreds and screwed up the Christmas tree. No, I never seen the raccoon again. No, I didn't, so I left. Yeah. I'm just reading everybody's talking about. Yeah, I never seen the raccoon again. But I didn't get to see him that often. He was a trucker. Matter of fact, that's how he ended up passing. He was a fuel haul trucker, ones with the big fuel tanks on the back. And he lived well, they ended up moving to Georgia, and they lived up in the mountains. Was it Georgia? I want to say Georgia. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, and he ended up during a bad rainstorm hydroplaning off the mountain, and the truck exploded and he passed away. But he was an awesome guy, so sweet, so funny. Oh my gosh. Had so much fun with him. He did the most ridiculous things to Paul. I'm surprised Paul's a normal human, to be honest with you. He put that boy through, made him do the funniest stuff. Like one time he told him, help me with a fishing line. He said, Paul, take this and run down the sidewalk. I want to straighten it all out. It's all knotted, So Paul's got one end and he's walking down the the sidewalk, and he goes, keep going, keep going. So he keeps going. Paul didn't know that it was only about 20 foot, and he was dragging it behind him. He kept going, go around the block, go around the block. He's got the fishing pole in his hand, acting like, you know, my cousin Paul's straightening out the line, and he wasn't. He just did the funniest stuff. The stories we could all tell from our childhood would be crazy. You're not kidding, Sherry. Raccoons could be troublemakers. Well, this one definitely was. But yeah, he had him walking around the block like as a kid. He didn't know walking around the block. He would just be tangling it worse, right? But he's only got about 20 foot behind him. He's dragging, you know, my uncle's going, go around the block, go around the block. Jeez. Hi, Mariana. Did you get my message about your package? I sent you the tracking and all that. It's on its way. I don't know what the holdup is. You had a mama and 2 babies in your attic. Ooh, boy, they can cause some problems. You know what happened to me one time in my attic? I'll make this quick and then we'll go. I kept getting bumblebees, and you guys know I love bumblebees, right? And I eat honey instead of jelly or syrup or any of that kind of stuff. I'm very, you know, health conscious kind of stuff. And I like natural foods and natural stuff like that. So I use honey instead of sugar. I use honey instead of a lot of things. Anyways, I'm sitting there in my picture window in my living room, and there's all these honeybees all floating around inside my house, all in my picture window. I'm like, where the heck are these bees coming from? There's no cracks in the window or anything like that. Can't figure it out. So my best buddy who lived across the street was, oh man, I've told you guys about Richard before. He was the one that would call me when I was at work, when my kids were younger, teenagers, and he'd say, Dee, Judy's hanging upside down from the tree in your front yard, and Josh and Nick are having a fight in the front yard. You know, he would call me and tell me, I'd say, oh, you go over there and help her out of the tree, and blah, blah, blah. And then I'd call the house, you know, the kids. Anyways, Richard was awesome. So Richard, I call Richard. I go, Richard, come here. I want to show you something. And did you get it? I hope you got it, Mariana. Yeah, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Anyways, Richard comes over and he goes, Dee, I think you got bees up in your attic. And I was like, well, how did they get down? He goes, I'm from the attic. They can get down, you know. And I'm like, I don't see no bees. Like, there's no cracks, nothing. And he goes, let me go up there and check. So he takes a flashlight and he goes up there, up into my attic. You know, it was one of them fold down ladders. And he climbs up the fold down ladder. He takes a flashlight. He goes up there and he goes, holy crap. I'm like, what? And he goes, Dee, you got a gigantic beehive in your attic. He goes, I'm talking the size of your couch. So I had a beehive the size of my couch in my attic. So we had some people come and they had to take it out, and there was bees all over my house. I mean, it was insane. But how did that happen? Like, I had just bought the house, I would say maybe 6 or 8 months prior to that. It wasn't long, maybe a year, tops a year. So that must have been accumulating for many years for it to be the size of a couch. I mean, this thing was all in the crack, like where your roof goes like this. And then, you know, I forget what that's called, but that part right there, it was all down and it was just huge. And yeah, we had to have people. I can't be kind, forget it. Was Diane. Yeah, so we had to have people come and take the beehive out, and oh my gosh, yeah, there was bees everywhere, and yeah, who'd have thunk it? That was weird. Yeah, that was really strange. And at one point, I had a pet skunk. Don't ever do that to yourself. He had the stink thing removed and all that, and he was supposed to be a pet. Well, he was not a very nice pet. He would go in the litter box like a cat. Super cool. Sweet, all that stuff. And then one day he decided to attack my son's diaper. Grabbed a hold, bit his diaper, ripped a big hole in the back of his diaper. I mean, it was a madhouse. And I finally I got somebody to come. I can't remember if it was animal control or whatever, come and get him because he was attacking us. I had to lock my son in the bathroom, and I'm up on the back of the couch and I'm hitting him with a pillow. Get down, get down. I'll never forget that. They come to the door and I'm like, come on in, come on in. I'm on the back of the couch. Get down, get down. They put him in a box and took him away. I was like, oh my goodness, never again. So my advice for the night is do not have a raccoon or a skunk for a pet. And if you have bees inside your house and there's no cracks, check your attic. Me and my weird stories. What was he looking for? Which one? The skunk? I don't know. Yeah. You've never heard, Kibby, you never heard of a deflowered skunk? Yep. They would take the scent sac out and you could have them as a pet. And that was back when my son, who is 47, was about a year old. So that was 46 years ago that I had that. Yeah. Not a smart move on my part. It seemed real loving and sweet and everything. And then it attacked my son's diaper. And that's all it took. And then it was after me because I tried to, yeah. When I worked at the prison, I was sitting on a bench outside dorms and felt a cat rub my leg. So I just kept doing my count and reached down to pet it. And it was an albino skunk. Oh my gosh, Mimi. Oh my gosh. Did you freeze or did you run? That's what I want to know. Did you freeze or did you run? I'd be freezing, I think. I'd be afraid to run. I have a lady trucker friend who has put skunks on the truck with her. Yeah. Yep. Oh my gosh, an albino skunk. I bet it was pretty. But did you run or did you freeze? That's what I want to know. Because I probably would have froze. Yeah. Did you get sprayed? Did you run? Did you freeze in spot? I would have just froze, like, oh God. If I move, it's gonna get me. But did it get you? I know, right? She always has pet skunks. Yeah, they can. Well, like I said, that was 46 years ago. So, I don't know. I'm still waiting to see from Mimi if I got her or not. If she froze, if she ran, did it spray her? I had two feral cat pets. A couple of them, they were de-skunked. Oh, what are them called? Ferrets. Ferrets. I had a ferret too, a long time ago. Yeah, the scent gland removed. The boy ferret was white and deaf, and my German Shepherd mix would tease the girl ferret with her squeaky toy, drove her nuts. You had a whole bunch of stuff going on there. Oh no, it made tunnels in her parrot's couches. Oh no. My first grade teacher had a pet skunk she found as a baby and had her descented. Yep. Yep. This one was descented, but it got ornery. Started biting my son's diaper. I'm messing with my children. You got to go. I don't care what you are. You got to go. You mess with my kids. Well, I guess it's about that time, guys. Like I said, I was totally unprepared for today. I know I was just kind of chit-chatting and whatever, but I've been kind of nervous about Mark, and we went and had the surgery today, and he's doing good. Like I said, he's resting, and so I didn't have a whole lot prepared for today. So apologize for that, but just sitting around chit-chatting. And we're going to do a D rate over to Diana D. She said it's going to start at 8 p.m. Central or 8 p.m. Eastern. So 8 p.m. if like right now, for me, it is 7:15. So in 45 minutes, Diana D is going live. I'll see you guys there because I'll be there too. And or 7 Central if you're in Central. And once again, Members Live is on the 23rd, which is a Tuesday. And once again, we will be here for a Christmas party. So I hope you guys will come and hang out with us. And if you can't, no big deal. I just figured for my family always celebrates everything on Christmas Eve. And then Christmas Day, they stay home with their kids and stuff like that. So it's usually just me and Mark sitting here on Christmas Day. So I said, why don't we do it live? It's our Thursday. Why don't we do it live? And he said, sure, let's do it. So we will see you guys. We're going to have a Christmas party. And when I say party, I mean party. So I love you guys so much. And don't forget your thumbs on your way out. Thank you for all the prayers, love, like, good vibes for Mark. He could sure use them. Thank you, everybody that's been doing the enter me. You guys rock, man. It's so cool. And the hypes, I appreciate those so much. Like I said, I was getting a little discouraged because, everything had been frozen for so long, because I never paid attention to numbers and stuff like that. And Mama G's got me looking at analytics and like what's best, like I said, putting crafts on my channel. The algorithm doesn't know what to do. I don't know about this stuff. So anyways, Mama G's been helping me out with it, which I appreciate a lot. And I realized that, our numbers have just been frozen. We have been growing ever since we started. All of a sudden, everything was frozen. And you got to have a certain amount to be monetized. You got to do this, you got to do that. There's certain requirements. So I super duper appreciate you guys doing that. That has helped our views and our watch hours tremendously. And I love you guys. I hope everybody is doing well. Stay warm. Get working on those Christmas presents. I know you are. And so we can get them done before it's time. And don't forget to meet me over at Diana D's. And I love you guys. And I hope you had an okay time hanging out with me. And thank you for the super chats. I appreciate that, especially on Thursday when I don't do giveaways and, never expected, but always appreciated for sure. And good night, everybody. I love you so much, my friends. And I will catch you at Diana D's at 8 p.m. Eastern time. And I will see you on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. I changed it all in StreamYard again. So hopefully it sticks this time. And I love you guys so much. Peace, my friends. I will see you on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.